about spirit world. Actually, spirit world is usually tacked on at the end of the principle of creation, the one I presented earlier. Spiritual. Okay. Anyway, but I just want to talk about here now because we hear the fall of man and it's kind of bleak. We see the final picture: human beings divided, good and evil, influenced by God, yes, doing good things, and yet also with a hidden darkness within our souls that keep us from doing right, that drive us away from other people, that drive us away from God. And frankly, this situation is not tolerable. We were never meant to live like this. I'm going to take things a little bit farther. We're going to look at the spiritual aspect of this thing. And there's a lot of things I could talk about. I wish I had a long time. I don't. So, but for example, heaven and hell. When you talk about heaven and hell, you're talking about spiritual world. What is heaven? What is hell? This is a very important point, along with many other things. So I'm going to just draw a line here, okay? All right, there's my line. Everybody see my line? Yep. Okay, this is, I'm going to put here, this is the physical world, okay? Not Pastor Walter, physical world. And this is the spiritual world, okay? So this is the dividing line. Now, animals live in the physical world, all right? They just hang out there. Angels, on the other hand, which Pastor Frank talked about, live in the spiritual world. They're purely spiritual beings. Human beings are a bridge between the two worlds. We have a physical and a spiritual aspect to our character. And actually, we have a physical body, and we have a spiritual mind. Okay? But also, we have a physical mind. The spiritual mind extends into the physical world. We have a physical mind. Also, the physical mind extends into the other world. We have a physical mind. Now, the physical mind of human beings is actually instinct. We still do things by instinct. If I put my hand into a fire, I'm not going to sit there, okay, well, let's see now. My hand hurts right now. There must be something wrong. What could it be? Oh, oxygen and wood oxidizing. What will I do about this? And maybe I better take my hand out. It doesn't work like that, right? Without even thinking about it, that's our instinct. That's our physical mind. Physical mind is just like the mind of an animal. Animal has a mind too. We talked about that, the instinct of an animal. Also, we have of course we understand we have a spiritual mind. We understand that, but also we have a spiritual body. Pastor Frank spoke about angels being able to touch, even dislocate the hip of a human being, eat food. Well, angels they have spiritual bodies. And, we've been trained to kind of think as physical things are real, and spiritual things are kind of, some unearthly, sort of non-existent things far away from our experience, far away from our reality. That's not true. Actually, if you really wanted to get down to it, the spiritual things are more real than the physical things, because the spiritual things last forever. Physical things crumble, decay, pass away, but the spirit lives forever. So we really examine ourselves, which is more permanent, which is more real. It's this one, not this one. But when Adam and Eve broke God's commandment, this part, they said, you will die. Well, they didn't die physically. They made aprons. They had to be alive to do that. But their spirits died. Actually, not really died as much as got covered, got destroyed. They got cut off from this world, and they just only lived physical body, physical mind. Just touching the spirit, just maybe from time to time, when they were lucky. They could no longer see. Before the fall, Adam and Eve could talk to God. To them, God was real. They could talk to the archangel. They could see. But, now we can't see archangels. We can't talk to God, not directly like Adam and Eve did. That's because of this fall. I can talk really fast, can I? Okay, anyway. So, this is, was a result of the fall that was cut off. But in real life, we have 5 physical senses, which you understand: touch, sight, smell, taste, hearing. Thank you. But also we have 5 physical senses of the same kind: spiritual hearing, spiritual sight, spiritual touch, spiritual smell, spiritual whatever the other one I didn't say yet was. Okay. Okay, anyway. So, and man was meant to be a bridge between the spiritual world. We were meant to be a microcosm of both worlds. In other words, to represent both worlds. We were meant to be a ruler of the spiritual world, physical world. And we were also meant to be a medium of harmony to bring together the spiritual world and the physical world. All right, so now we all understand. Who lives forever in their physical body? Who? We look at the great, incredible people of history. Nobody lived forever. Okay? The physical body was not meant to last forever. It decays. Then we ask the question, why do we have physical bodies? What's the point of this thing? It causes me so much problem. See, I get sick, I throw up, I have to sleep at night, I gotta feed it constantly. Honestly, it's a pain having a physical body. Would it be nice if we just be angels and we could just live, in the spiritual realm, not deal with this stupid physical body all the time? It would be nice, but it's not going to happen. We were created to have both. Okay, we got a physical body, and we have a spiritual body. They're both there. And there's a reason for that. God, generally speaking, has a reason. When he does something, he doesn't do things by accident. There's always a reason. We have physical bodies. We are here on this earth for this part of our life because we need it to grow. Now, we talked about 3 stages of growth. Remember? Formation stage, growth stage, perfection stage, completion stage. Okay? Actually, we have 3 stages of growth ourselves. The first stage is in the womb. We grow, that's the formation stage. That's when a lump of random cells becomes a physical body that we can see and touch and that can communicate and breathe and live on this earth. That's formation. Then growth stage is right now. It's when we actually grow and become the people we are meant to be. Especially had mankind never fallen, this is when we would grow from being nasty, smelly, cry little babies into being God's sons and daughters, directly controlled by him and ready to go live with him in heaven. That's the time. So, physical body, spiritual body. Just so I don't forget which is which. This is the physical, this is the spiritual, okay? Oh, wait a minute. Okay? So, then, they grow. I'm going to explain a little bit the process of how these grow. Okay? So, the characteristic of our life right now is we have a physical body. So, let's look at that one first. All right. And also, we understand physical bodies because we deal with it on a daily basis. Now, a physical body cannot exist, cannot grow without certain elements. All right? For example, if we don't have sunshine, we're going to die. Human beings need warmth. They need light. Okay? This comes here. Okay? Also, we need air. Okay? And actually, these things come free. We don't have to work for those. All we got to do is go outside, and we can experience sunshine. We can breathe the air. Those things come from God. We call these are positive elements. They don't require any effort. They just come, and we're grateful for them, given to us by God. But there are other elements required by the physical body that takes effort for us to get them. We need food. All right. Unfortunately, food doesn't just grow on trees. Okay, it does. But we still got to pick it. We got to plant the tree. We got to prune the tree. We got to pick the tree. We got to package the fruit. We got to go to the supermarket. It doesn't. So food. Okay. Another one that we need is water. Okay. We cannot live without water. Water doesn't grow on trees for sure. Okay. But we need water to live. All right. So food and water. We need both of these in order to survive. These come free. This takes effort. Now, and this allows our physical body to grow. Now, let's take things over to the spiritual side. What is it that we have on the spiritual side? Is there any equivalent things to this? Yes. You all do that.